So a massive raid in Florida, hailed as a first of its kind, has netted the feds over 800 illegal aliens in a single operation, which is still ongoing, including some convicted killers and a suspected terrorist. My oh my, it seems the Trump administration might well be starting to ramp up its mass deportation efforts.
In the least bit, this really was a remarkable operation called Tidal Wave down in Florida, ICE arresting over 800 illegal immigrants.
This is an article discussing this by the New York Post, originally from Fox News. They write, nearly 800 illegal aliens, including convicted killer and suspected terrorist, arrested in massive Florida ICE raid. In a groundbreaking effort, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, Miami and Florida law enforcement agencies together arrested nearly 800 illegal immigrants during the first 4 days of Operation Tidal Wave, a massive multi-agency immigration enforcement crackdown. Looks like the leakers stopping these types of raids have already been ousted then, as this wasn't thwarted. Fox News, like the ones before, Fox News obtained information on some of the ICE arrests from the ongoing operation, which include a convicted Colombian murderer, alleged MS-13 and 18th Street gang members, and a Russian with an Interpol Red Notice for manslaughter. My oh my. Jose Sanchez Reyes, a Colombian illegal alien who entered the U.S. as a getaway, was convicted of homicide in his home country. Rafael Cabrera, a Guatemalan illegal immigrant and alleged MS-13 gang member, has illegally re-entered the U.S. 3 times, jail for that SOB, and was convicted of felony re-entry. And then we have a Russian illegal alien who had an Interpol Red Notice out of Russia for vehicular manslaughter. Then there's a Honduran illegal alien who is a known or suspected terrorist member of the 18th Street member gang and has allegedly re-entered the U.S. illegally 2 times. Operation Tidal Wave remains ongoing, and Florida continues to work with ICE to enhance President Donald Trump's mass deportation agenda. Officials said Customs and Border Protection provided extraordinary support during the operation, which they claim was highly successful, obviously. Let's see. ICE wrote in a statement posted on X, said, "We appreciate our Department of Homeland Security partners' commitment to public safety." The announcement was made after 2 judges were arrested this week for allegedly hiding illegal immigrants from ICE. They're talking about, here they are, Dugan and Kano. Milwaukee County Circuit Court Judge Hannah Dugan is charged with obstruction of an official proceeding and concealing an individual to prevent discovery and arrest for allegedly shielding a migrant from ICE agents, meaning ICE went into her courthouse to capture an illegal alien that she had a case with. She screamed and yelled at them, told them to wait outside, and then, according to reports, helped the illegal alien escape out the back door. But then he was captured on foot anyway. So she's in jail or got arrested, and I find it amazing and juicy that they went into the courthouse to arrest her. So not at her house, but at her place of work. Fantastic. Then the other judge that was arrested this past week was Doña Ana County Magistrate Judge Joel Kano and his wife, Nancy, who were charged with evidence tampering, like destroying cell phones to cover up evidence, amid allegations that they harbored a member of Venezuela's violent Tren de Aragua gang, Christian Ortega Lopez, who was living on their property. So essentially what's happening here is Florida is showing the rest of the country how it's done. If you get together with the feds, you can kick the aliens out of the country. Easy peasy. So you got Governor Ron DeSantis crowing about their successful operation, with the feds saying Florida is leading the nation in active cooperation with the Trump administration for immigration enforcement. And indeed, they are. See, back in February, Ron DeSantis issued a directive requiring state and local law enforcement agencies with over 25 personnel, sworn officers, to participate in ICE's 287G program, which delegates immigration enforcement authority to local officers under ICE oversight. See, the 287G program allows local agencies to perform tasks like interrogating suspects, non-citizens, issuing detainers, and executing immigration warrants, which is about damn time, considering that ICE is not big enough to do everything that needs to be done to get mass deportation underway. And in Florida, they are actively trying to work with the feds here. All 67 county sheriffs in Florida have signed the 287G agreement, and numerous municipal agencies, including university police departments, have also signed on to the program. This includes the University of Florida, University of South Florida, CNN begrudgingly reported on this story as well earlier this morning. They write, in all, more than 200 state, county, and municipal law enforcement agencies across Florida have entered into collaboration agreements with ICE. Oh no! And more than 70 others have agreements pending, according to data from the Department of Homeland Security. Earlier this month, multiple universities in Florida announced that campus police also signed the ICE agreements, further stoking fears among international students who might be doing things they shouldn't be amid the Trump administration's revocation of hundreds of student visas at colleges across the U.S. Well, it's pretty simple. You either support our values while you're in this country or you get the hell out. Pretty simple to me. If you're going to do terrorist activities, if you're going to take over campuses, if you're going to commit crimes, you do not belong here. Full stop. CNN goes on to write, pressure to cooperate. Oh no. Local leaders in several parts of Florida approved cooperation agreements with ICE while expressing opposition to it. So sad. The city council in the Miami suburb of Doral, which has the largest Venezuelan immigration population in the country, voted unanimously to approve an ICE collaboration agreement earlier this month. But council members made clear they were required to do so under state law. So sad. We are being mandated by the state to take certain actions, and if we don't, we're being threatened with criminal penalties, said City Attorney Lorenzo Cabiella. Passing this is painful for all of us. We're all immigrants. No, we're not. And we all have families that derive from different places where right now there's great suffering. That's not our problem. We can't take in the entire world's issues and problems. Otherwise, we become the rest of the world and we become the same hellholes that they're fleeing from. You can't just en masse come to this country with no checks, no balances. And you certainly can't break and enter and expect the American people to care at all about you. I'm sorry. Now, last month, Fort Myers City Council members voted against the ICE collaboration, only to backtrack and approve it after Florida's Attorney General sent them a letter warning that the governor could remove them from office. Oh, man, this is great. This is juicy. This is how you get it done. Man, Florida really is leading the way. Attorney General James Uthmeier called the initial refusal a serious and direct violation of Florida law that bans sanctuary cities. And so the Trump administration continues to march on. Todd Leons, the acting ICE director, in an interview told ABC News, when discussing this massive raid, said, I think the main reason why this operation is significant is because it is the first of its kind. It's one that not only we've been doing what we have, but we have surged all our federal partners together with Homeland Security investigations and enforcement and removal operations, which are all the enforcement arms of ICE. But we're also using all our 287G partners in the state of Florida. We're using state, local, and county law enforcement agencies to assist us in our operations. So, this is one of the first large-scale missions we've done like this ever. We brought a whole-the-government approach with cooperative jurisdictions that want to help ICE secure communities and neighborhoods and remove public safety threats from our neighborhoods. Meanwhile, the critics, because there's always critics to enforcing the law, and the defenders of the illegals spoke out against these raids, because of course they did, saying things like the Florida Immigration Coalition, this operation is a rush to meet an arbitrary number. But behind those numbers are fathers, mothers, siblings, friends, and neighbors, hardworking members of our communities who pay taxes and contribute to our state. Yeah, contribute in crime. I'm sorry, but who cares if they're fathers, mothers, siblings, and friends and neighbors? They are also illegal. They are here illegally. They broke into this country. They are criminals by default. They do not belong here. And the American people see it the same way, because for too long, they've been forced to take unending streams by the millions, by the tens of millions of illegals to flow into the country, bringing down wages, raising crime. Oh, they pay taxes. Maybe some do, but most don't. The time for coddling these people who break and enter into the country is long past. And these illegals have been warned to leave. And those who don't will not get much sympathy in a country that they have assaulted by forcing their way in. You can't keep slapping people in the face and expect them to take it forever. Then there's also Tessa Petit, the executive director of the Florida Immigration Coalition, or Immigrant Coalition, who said the arrests were going to break up families. Not if they get deported together. And that is not the welcoming state that Florida has been for immigrants for decades. We're not talking about immigrants. We're talking about illegal aliens. People who are stealing from us, who are breaking and entering into this country. This has nothing to do with immigrants. This is all about those who are here illegally. If you are breaking our laws, you should never be welcomed. Period. Follow our laws or get the hell out. That is the sentiment of the American people who have had enough of being the doormat for the rest of the world to just walk all over and take advantage of our niceness to them. But that time is past. There is a new sheriff in town, and those who are here illegally, who are tempting fate by remaining in this country, are risking jail and permanent banning from the country, the one place that they all seem to hunger to enter and despoil. In the meantime, Operation Tidal Wave and others like it are ongoing, so expect more news of mass arrests and deportations coming in the near future.